What is up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, I have a reading. I haven't done a reading since last week. It's gonna be almost a week, and I like to do my readings once a week just to see how my week is gonna go, what things I need to work on for that week. This deck has been really helpful. I don't know if I should do prior to the reading, I don't know if I should do like a little review on this deck. This is actually a new deck, and it is the Witch's Wisdom. Now this deck, I do use it for personal, very private readings only. I've used it twice, and all I can say is that I really love it. Prior to this one, I was using my Dreams of Gaia tarot, or not tarot, it's the Oracle deck. And I really love that deck. I haven't used it since I got this one. So, I'm sorry, you guys, I'm a little bit out of breath. As you guys know, I am pregnant. So I am a little bit out of breath. So here is the little guidebook that you get with the deck itself. It is a pretty little guidebook. It is, like I said, it is pretty little. I have my little marks here from the cards that I have pulled out. I've gotten the hex. I've gotten some pretty interesting ones. And well, yes, I have right here the readings. I've only done the 3-card readings. It's just a pretty basic guidebook. Here it tells you, it gives you this manifestation, little prayer. That's what I would call it. I also see some of them as spells. And well, here you have the Witch's Wisdom, basically telling you an overview of the card. Here's the foresight, and well, yes, so each page has the card and then the Witch's Wisdom and the Witch's Foresight. It's pretty basic, black and white. Now the art on these cards is very beautiful. The size of the cards itself, they are pretty big. These are actually bigger than my Dreams of Gaia deck, and I initially thought that those were pretty huge. So yes, we are very mixed up. This is a very beautiful one. This is the Watchtower of the East, and I have already gotten this card in the past reading. I believe this was my middle card, or no, this was the first card, I believe. I've also gotten the hex. So we'll see. For this reading, basically all I'm going to be asking for is, I'm not going to be asking for anything actually. I just want to talk to my spirit guides. What do they need to tell me? I feel like I asked enough these past 2 weeks, and I feel like now it is time for them to tell me anything they need to tell me. Now, a way to cleanse my deck, I really like to just say a short prayer. I talk to my spirit guides. I ask them whatever I want to know. In this case, I'm not going to be asking anything. I'm just going to, ask them to tell me anything they need to tell me. So back to the cards. This is the back of each card. Really beautiful art. The sides of the Oracle deck, they are silver plated. Very, very beautiful. Now, the only thing, and I have seen many reviews on this Oracle deck, is the size. They are pretty big. I don't mind that at all though. But I just feel like they are very thin compared to other Oracle decks, or even comparing it to my Dreams of Gaia deck. These are very thin. But I love this deck. That is the only thing. So now to clear the deck, what I like to do is blow on it. I also do this sometimes. This just eliminates any old energy, any old vibes. So now, time to shuffle them. I do find it a bit hard to shuffle with these cards since they are a bit larger than the standard decks. Okay, so I feel ready. I'm gonna go ahead and split it. And I'm gonna go ahead and pull out the first card, lay it here, second card, lay it here, third card, and lay it here. Before I reach into my Witch's Wisdom book, the little guidebook, I'm gonna go ahead and do kind of like my own interpretation of each card. I feel like I have a very good interpretation when it comes to reading the cards. 90% of the time, it is what I believe it is. It ends up being that in the little guidebook. So that's what I do personally. I get my own interpretation of the cards and then I go ahead and read the guidebook. So, okay. Funny how this is a card that fell out and I put it right back in. And as you guys saw, I shuffled 2 more times after this card fell out. So it was meant to be. I got the Cloak as my first card and Concealment. Second card, I got the Watchtower of the North, Winter. Very interesting. It is about to be winter. And for the last card, I got the Ancestors, Remembrance. Very beautiful cards, very spiritual cards. Every time I reach out to this deck, I just keep on wanting to know more about it, if that makes any sense. The readings that I've had prior to this one, they've all been very helpful, very beautiful readings that I find very useful. It helps me a lot. For instance, planning wise, goals wise, everything. I don't know how to explain it, but it really helps. So my interpretation of these cards would most definitely be the Cloak. I just find it very mysterious. Concealment, I don't know, it brings me back to a card that I had pulled out last week, which was the Earth card. I have to be more in tune with Earth. It told me to just go out into nature, ground myself. I feel like this card kind of goes back to the Earth card. I just feel like that it might have nothing to do with it, but it's just my reading, my interpretation of the reading. Now, The Watchtower of the North, what I interpret out of it most definitely would be the change. Now this is the last card that I got. This is the Ancestors card. I just feel like this card is a really big one. A lot of past information that we don't have access to. So this may be like a little hidden message, maybe to dig deeper into the ancestors and what their practices were, maybe what their beliefs were. So this is a very interesting card. Now I'm gonna go ahead into the guidebook. Now that I have given my own little self-interpretation of each card, I'm gonna go ahead and read what the Witch's Wisdom is, and I'll go ahead and let you guys know. So we're gonna start with the cloak, since that is the first one we got. Here is the cloak. Now I'm not gonna go ahead and read the concealment. That is the little spell, if you will, that's right here. I will not go ahead and read it. I'm gonna go ahead and read first what the Witch's Wisdom says and what the Foresight says. Okay, so for the cloak, you have been hiding in the shadows, too afraid to reveal your true nature and beliefs. Your cloak and dagger routine can conceal you no longer, for you are being called to come out of the broom closet and stand proud. When you step into alignment with the witch within, the ancestors will support you fully. Be safe in the knowledge that no longer can you be persecuted in the physical sense. Beautiful card. I don't know, it's a very mysterious card, like I said, and it makes perfectly sense. It's really crazy how I have these conversations with the only person that knows me very well, my husband. And we have such conversations like these. And we actually got done watching the Witches of Salem full documentary yesterday. And I was just, educating him about why I believe what I believe. And it's really hard for me to watch all that without it bringing tears to my eyes. I'm a Sagittarius. I have the moon in Pisces, so that's why I'm very emotional to a certain extent. But I feel that this card is, I don't know, I feel like it just, every time I do a reading, there are so many things I want to say and nothing comes out right. But I feel like every time I do a reading, it gives me like that extra push to do what I love doing. Moving on to this card, the Watchtower of the North. It says, by visiting the Watchtower of the North, you are being called to go deep within, to rest and recharge whilst earth nurtures and restores you. Let's go ahead and read the Witch's Foresight. It says, you are going through a dark night of the soul. Surrender and release. So the next card, the Ancestors card. It's funny how in these two cards, the ancestors were mentioned on both readings. So I'm excited to see this card. And especially since the cloak card says how I've been so scared of what people might think. And that is very true. Up until now, I feel like I've just already accepted fully who I am. I've learned so much about myself, and my spirit guides are just giving me that little extra push, to really endure and really just accept me fully. So I'm really excited to see what the Ancestors card is all about. Okay, Remembrance asks you to honor the ancestors, for those who lived their lives trusting in, recognizing, and interacting with the spirits of the land and living in accordance with the magical law of nature. Call upon their wisdom to assist you in awakening nature. Call upon their wisdom to assist you in awakening to the magic of the old ways, of the days when nature was respected and the natural balance in all things was ensured. Remember too who you are and where you have came from, and honor yourself for never giving up as you walk the footsteps of the ancestors. Witch's foresight. You have a strong ancestral lineage. Never forget who's played a big part in your life. Light a candle in remembrance of the ancestors. Someone from your past turns up. You're watched over by a deceased loved one. Resolve a past life issue. You are watched over by a deceased loved one. It's very, very awakening. That's all I can say. Mainly from this card, what I got out of is, and what really stuck in my head is, the days of the drowning, stoning, and burning are long gone. And honestly, that's something that I feel that I need to hear, because sometimes we're scared to voice our opinion. We're scared to share our beliefs with people. Why? Because I don't know, a part of us is scared. And I just feel that hearing that, or just that little reassurance, that all of that is long gone. There's nothing to worry about, nothing to be afraid of, nothing to be scared of. We are free now. We can share our beliefs or thoughts without prosecution. I feel like that's truly a blessing, and I feel that we are living what our ancestors wanted for so long. I feel like there's a lot of work to be done with me. I still have a lot of work to do in terms of healing, in terms of understanding, and trust me, it's a whole process. I'm learning, I'm gaining a lot of knowledge, and that's all that I could really ask for. Through my oracle cards, through my readings, I'm able to think further ahead and kind of like understand why certain things happen. If I need help in a situation, I have options rather than just thinking at the moment. I can stop, take a little break, sit down, talk with my spirit guides, see what they think, and trust me, this is what has worked for me. This is definitely what has worked for me. As far as character wise, I want to make a whole different video on this because the growth within has been surreal. I'm telling you guys, it has been surreal. There has been much growth. There has been, trust me, it's been hard. There's been a lot of tears, but I wouldn't go back and just go back to old habits. That's the best way I could put it. Because now with all the knowledge that I have, I am able to help other people going through the same stuff that I'm going through. So with that being said, I'm just cleaning, restoring the energy of everything. I really felt really out of breath making this video. And I'm really not that big. I'm just starting my first trimester. But yes, I'm actually gonna write down the 3 little cards. Each week I write down my my readings, and I work on whatever it is that my spirit guides want me to work on. For example, the Witch's Foresight. Sometimes the Witch's Foresight, it does warn you about certain things. And throughout that week, I like to just sit back and just look at everything, just sit back and observe everything. And sometimes, well, 99.9% of the time, my spirit guides are correct. My spirit guides are correct. they do know what's going on. And well, yes, I'm gonna go ahead and keep this in my little guidebook. And well, yes. So with that being said, you guys, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more videos, but most importantly, don't forget to ring that notification ring bell button so you won't miss another one of my videos. And well, yes, that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Comment down below and add me on Snapchat and Instagram. Here's my Snap, I'll leave it somewhere here. Here is my Instagram, I'll leave it somewhere here. And well, yes, guys, don't forget to activate notifications, like I just said. Thank you guys so much for watching. I love you guys so much, and see you guys on my next video.